And I think the principal point that you're making, so just hypothetically, black folks in America, they become free, right? They control their own states. But if we don't also contribute to the freedom, liberation of the blacks in the diaspora, the blacks in Africa, right? It's about respect. It's about it's kind of like your big brother and your little brother, right? If your little brother's always doing bad and the big brother, like, people ain't gonna respect you. People always gonna want to pick on you. So to your point, and that's where like Garvey was so on point. Many others, until Africa is free, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because that's home base, and that's where they pull from, and that's the scientists, or where we have to be scientifically in our struggle to be able to work towards and figure those things out. I think, like you said earlier, there's just so much information nowadays. Like, I don't think nobody's really taking the time to read books. People are just jumping on different bandwagons, and it's and everybody has different entry points into consciousness. Everybody has different entry points to understanding. But the question is, how authentic are in trying to get where you're trying to go? Because I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a follower. The best leaders are followers, but just making sure that you ain't following the fool.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. But it's good that you naming a lot of great men, So it's like if you study these great men, you can't go wrong, in my opinion. If you studying Malcolm, you studying George Jackson and Bunchy Carter, they already gave us solutions and paved the way for us, but we gotta do the work. We gotta follow through, because they're not around anymore. But they work and their deeds still stand the test of time, most definitely.
Yeah, I think, and like they've always, when I say they, the white Americans always try to label this narrative of us being lazy, right? And I think the only time that it fits is now, not physically. We're not physical labor. We become more lazy mentally, anti-intellectual, anti-reading, anti-studying. And I understand it. Like, being black can be very tiresome. Being black can be very exhausting to the point, like, man, I don't want to do this shit no more. I just want to go
Yeah.
home, smoke my blunt, drink my beer, kick my feet
Hmm.
up, my steak, hang out. I mean, you want to get to that point, but it'd be more appreciable and more enjoyable once you get the motherfucker that's breathing on your neck off your neck to be able to really achieve that. And those are the hardcore commitments that we have to make. And uh, I don't know if we're there yet, because people look at Jay-Z, Kanye. He just became a billionaire. Like, shit, I want to be like them and stuff. And this one, we give them labels attached, because they're in front of us. They're our leaders now, and they're not Malcolm. They're not John Henry Clark. They're just wealthy individuals, in the system uses them as pawns, and they use themselves as pawns and stuff.
Yeah, man, you absolutely right about that, man. But I appreciate your efforts most definitely, and it's something that we can definitely do. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. We gotta believe it. We gotta live it. We gotta apply ourselves most definitely. Let me see, man. Like I say, you done did so much, so I don't want to hold you up too long. But do you have any upcoming projects, any upcoming events, any more books, any more business ventures, or anything you wanted to let the people know about?
Yeah, so I'm just getting through my PhD program. And once I get through that, I got some books in the chamber that I'm going to be shooting out real quick. I mean, for me, it's like part of this conversation is good, because for just trying to
Hmm.
synthesize our struggle. Like we've been struggling at a high level for so long, and then we've had so many setbacks, so many defeats, that I don't think we've taken the time in the way that we need to really analyze stuff. And so that's one of the things I want to use this PhD opportunity for. That, personally, I'm in the lab, reworking my documentary. I'll be releasing that hopefully middle of this year, or about the end of
Oh,
this year.
okay.
We got the Mama Cool Community House in Detroit, where we took abandoned house, we transformed to a community house. I'm a member of CMB, Community Movement Builders. We have chapters in Atlanta, Dallas, Detroit, San Diego. So we see ourselves as grandchildren of the Republic of New Africa. Our fight is for self-determination. We use place-based organizing, the ability to engage, serve, and educate our people by having institutions within the community, whether that's a house, land that we utilizing for gardens, and so this is the ability to show people what power is by establishing the institution to breed the type of love, the commitment that's necessary, and putting our resources where they matter.
Oh wow, that's what's up, King. Man, I gotta salute you one more time. You definitely are appreciated. Keep up the great work. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I just want to
Appreciate
thank
you, man. Thanks
everybody.
for having me, bro.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an honor. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Now, do you got a social media or a website or something if people want to connect with you or see follow what you're doing?
Sure. Yusef Bunchy Shakur on Facebook. I really don't do Twitter. I got a couple of Twitter. I don't tweet. My website is yusefshakur.org. Again, that's yusefshakur.org. On Facebook, Yusef Bunchy Shakur.
Okay, okay. All right, family. Thank you for tuning in. It's been another great episode of Taye Speaks. So until next time, family, peace.